All right, Q, I know you were around last year, not playing, but nobody played in this rivalry. What do you remember from just sort of learning about, about a little over a year ago when you were told that the game wouldn't be played?
What did I learn from that
Yeah, well, no,
situation?
what did you, like, do you remember that moment, like, when coach told you that?
Yeah, I still remember, you know what I'm saying, going to shoot around and them telling us that we may or may not play that game. We kind of didn't know what was really going on at the time. And then Coach Pete told us there was a possibility, like a high possibility we wouldn't play, but we still kind of had hope. And then later on in the day, they were like, it's definite that we're not playing. So we were bummed out for sure. I think that was our first sold out game. So we were excited to, you know what I'm saying, go out there and play in front of our crowd, but it is what it is. So we just had to keep on moving on, prepare for the next game.
I think it's safe to say you've probably never been through a situation quite like that, but I'll ask you. Okay. So that was the first
Nah,
one.
that was for sure. That was definitely a first. Definitely a first.
So what do you think, now that you are playing the game, it's really just about jerseys. None of those players were here last year. None of the coaches were here last
Yeah.
year. But they're wearing a jersey that means a lot when it comes into this place, just like your guys' jersey means a lot to them when it goes in there. So it's going to be a little bit heated. What do you know about this rivalry?
I mean, every school I feel like has a big rivalry team, you know what I'm saying, an opponent that they face that means a little bit more. But really for us, we're treating this like another ordinary game. Every game we want to come respect the other team, but when you come in here, it's business. No matter who you are, we're not trying to get really caught up in the antics. We're just trying to come in, do our job, and focus on the game plan. Leave all the extra stuff, you know what I'm saying, outside the court. So.
He just made you feel good. But every time he comes in here, he says, I gotta find more minutes for Q. I mean, is that kind of your goal, is just to make it a real difficult decision for him?
I guess. I mean, my goal is to, like I told you guys last time, going to do my job. That's play hard, defend, and rebound. So I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the things Coach P said to me and about me, but like I said, I'm really just focused on playing, really. So.
How do you feel you've done then when you played? If your goal is to do those things when you're on the court, how close to exactly how you want it to be in the minutes you're on the court have you gotten? Are you doing what you want to do out there?
More or less. I say I'm never really satisfied, so I feel like I've done a decent job, an okay job, but in my head I feel like I could still be doing a lot better. So definitely every day putting in more work and just ready for the opportunity when it comes.
Well, you got to see a sellout crowd here last year, but this will be your first time actually playing what we're assuming will be a sellout crowd. How much are you looking forward to that and just being in that atmosphere?
Big time. I've been looking forward to it since last year. I feel like all of us, when we committed here, we were really interested in the crowd and the fans and the love and support. So being able to be here last year and see a sold out crowd was cool. It was lit. But now that I'm able to play in it, I'm excited. So.
You talk about treating this kind of like another game and approaching it like that, and that's what your coach also mentioned too. But knowing that there's a potential for sellout crowd, things like that, how do you kind of try to maintain your emotions when you head out to the court tomorrow?
It's definitely hard, and it's easy to feel anxious. But me and even Mash talked about it. Like times you feel anxious, that's just when you got to calm yourself and just sit down and rest. How blessed you are for every opportunity that you have. It's kind of just time to be appreciative. So we kind of just calm down and realize, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people in this crowd, but we play in front of people all the time. At the end of the day, it's just another game. It's just another opportunity for us to go out there, have fun, and show what we could do. So.
Defensively this season for the team, and you guys have new personnel, but what is working that you guys are better on the defensive end this year?
We're applying a lot more pressure. We're trapping full court this year, which is different. And it's a little difficult. You guys see me run back and forth. It sounds good, but I say that and then just on-ball pressure. We're picking up a lot of times we get comfortable and we get relaxed and take that step back, but now we're really getting up in the other person's space and just trying to make them put on the ground, and we got each other's help if they do beat us.
How often are you, I mean, I know it wouldn't naturally occur in drills, but like how often is Jalen guarding you with the ball in the practice, and how annoying can he be when you're talking about that on-ball pressure?
How's on my pressure? It's decent. It's decent. I ain't gonna lie. And me and him be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? All love, competition. We're trying to make each other better. So when he sees me with the ball, he definitely be picking up the intensity by 10. But I love it. Like I said, it just makes me better. So it's difficult. It's challenging, but I accept the challenge.
Donovan was in your flexing for us the other day. You look much bigger than you did last year. You know, are you put on weight?
Actually, my weight stayed exactly the same. I fluctuate between like 200, 205, so like I really be in that 203 area. But Florida's got us. I just got finisher weights, so I'm in there every day still doing the same routine. So nothing really different. I can feel the same. The weight's starting to adjust. It's time to calm down, so it's not too much pressure on my knees. So that's good. Like I said, just trying to get better, stronger every day.
But your numbers have improved. Maybe the weight's the same, but your numbers in the gym have improved?
Just a little bit on the bench press. Donnie want to talk about how he could bench press more than me, and I'll give it to him. He can. He for sure can. But he don't want to talk about that squat rack though. That's where I live. That's where I live. He got me by 5-10 pounds on the bench. I haven't seen it, but okay, you got that? I said, fam, put 6 plates on the squat rack. We going all day.
Is that why his back hurt the other day? He's trying to keep up with you on the squat?
Hey, it might be. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
I want to ask you one more question about the rivalry. I know we've asked a couple, but you saw what the pit looked like with the other sold-out games that we had. But in terms of what the crowd is going to do in this game, the intensity on both sides of it.
Yeah.
Have you talked to the guys who played in it like a match, like a house, and they've been through it both there and here?
Yeah, we definitely talked about it a little bit, and I've heard what happened previous years before I got here, how there was some disrespect on the court and off the court. But like I said, we try not to get too caught up in those stuff, because at the end of the day, what really matters is us performing well and us getting the win. So it's going to be love from all of our fans and support, and even from the crowds coming from New Mexico State. Like, even though it's negative, we take all fan reaction the same. So it's just going to be more noise. We got to focus on communicating, being able to hear each other on the bench, on the court, all that stuff. But besides that, we locked in for this game. We want it bad. We want it bad.
What would you, I'm curious how you'll react to what your coach said. He said, as the kids say, the biggest flex is winning the game.
Yeah. That's what Coach B said?
Yeah.
Then that's what, hey, if he said it, then I'm going to stick by it.
Can you hear it? Can you imagine him
Yeah.
saying something like that?
Yeah. I for sure can. I for sure can.
Anything else for Q?
Oh yeah, one more. Q, I know House was out for a lot at the beginning of the season. I know he brought energy when he was on the bench, but what was it like having him out at last game and seeing the energy on the court, and what he brought?
Playing with House is so fun. I remember our first time we played together, like, he just started screaming. So I was like, I'm with it. So I started screaming, and we were just feeding on each other's energy. Now it's like, okay, now I'm on the ball. Now I'm picking up energy just from House, just feeding. You know what I'm saying? So we really sticking together, and especially when we add True and Donnie and just the whole team, that's when we really start picking up on that defensive end and start getting steals and speeding the ball up. So I definitely feel his effect coming back on the court.
Even a year into it, do you have any idea what he's doing on the court some of the times? I mean, he's bouncing it off players' backs. He's
Hey.
people that aren't looking for passes sometimes.
House is one of none. He's one of none. So you're not going to find another boy like him, and that's what makes him special, and that's why he's so tough. So, hey, at this point, you just got to expect the unexpected when House on the court, and that's really all I can say with him.